Yo, what's good, y'all? It is actually let me do this again because I don't know what day it is. Thursday, okay. Yo, what's good, y'all? It is Thursday, February 5th. Oh, I was about to close this out. Um, I'm back for real, for real. Tuesday I made a video. I was okay. We're back to uploading every day. But then yesterday there was like a trade evade outage and shit. They didn't send the update email for the outage until like later in the day. I was bullshitting. I didn't make a video. It is all good. But today, good day. We'll go to dashboard really quick. This is today. Boom, 1100. Yesterday, sadly lost 750. First day on the eval, we made 700. So we're basically just up today's profit. This needs to update. Yeah, so we're up 1100, $14 on the evaluation. We're looking at like maybe another day and a half, maybe like one more good trade tomorrow morning, then something during the afternoon session, or just, or actually there is no afternoon session tomorrow. So yeah, maybe hopefully we'll be done with this by like Monday or something, because we can't pass tomorrow. So hopefully we can do something tomorrow. Then small trade Monday and we'll be done. But let me go to the trades from yesterday. Matter of fact, let me show y'all yesterday. So yesterday, my bias was just wrong off the rip. I'm like in a constant like bullish bias. I don't know. Like I'm always just looking for buys. Always. Like I'll sell. Like y'all see me take sales obviously, but on one of my accounts, I think my like the ratio was like 80% buys or something. So I need to fix that. But our first trade was this one right here. Absolutely perfect, low key. I'm not gonna lie, but I was being a little bit greedy and I didn't take profit. I didn't have like a logical take profit set. I just wanted $1,500 just so I could be done with the evaluation. Um, but instead of 1,500, we got break even. So we were entering off of. So during this whole move, this like super duper clean V-shaped recovery, trade evade was down. So like there was nothing we could do here. Like there was an obvious, a very clear inversion down here and up here on the 1 minute. So we could have taken either of those, but we couldn't because trade evade was down. So we just had to watch this play out. And then luckily, I think trade evade came on somewhere like 9 something, I forgot, or 9 something my time, like 10 something EST. Um, So I was really just looking for price to pull back into this BPR. Let me label this a little bit better so you actually know what we're looking at. All the BPR is an imbalance and an imbalance, or two opposing imbalances. Technically, you can call this whole leg a balanced price range because if you go in a higher time frame, it probably is just two opposing, like two opposing gaps or something, or just two opposing legs in price. That's all a BPR is. But when you're looking to trade off of it, you're looking for the two um, overlapped inefficiencies. And then the way to know which one, because there is like a 1 minute BPR way down here, like we invert this and create a fair value gap in the exact same place. You kind of just have to look for the most obvious inefficiency. Like I wouldn't have looked for all of this to get retested because if we're just flushing past this whole leg of price, then we're probably not bullish, which we weren't because you can see we did that. But I just want to see like most recent um, the most recent BPR. I want the first three tests off of that. And you can also use OTE. I've been using this a little bit recently just to find what um, the optimal PD rate to enter off of. I don't use it a lot. I just started using it. I'm not gonna lie, but all we're looking at is this 1 minute BPR here. We got a crazy bottom tick right here. Only like 3 points of drawdown. So from here, I really should have just taken profit in this 3 5 minute gap. It's a 3 and a 5 minute gap. We're on the 1 minute because I entered off the 1 minute. But I should have exited up here or exited at the opening range low because we're obviously chopping right here. We weren't closing back inside the opening range. This would have been a fine target, like the top of this gap, CE of this gap, um, opening range low. But I just had my target up here because I wanted $1,500. We did not get that. We got stop break even. Usually I trail my stop like into profit. I don't know why I didn't. I didn't have like a clear point to break even at. because I was thinking we wouldn't like chop then aggressively come down then aggressively come up. I thought this move would be, I don't know, like I didn't have a clear swing point to break even. Maybe I could have went break even here. Well, I did go break even, but I didn't trail my stop anymore because like it looked like we were about to just run straight to my target. So I just let it ride and I got hit break even. Actually, this was like a little bit under break even, but shout out Lucid since there was the trade of it outage. They just erased this trade basically, but they did not erase this one. Where is it? I did take two trades. One was a little bit late in the day. Yeah. Okay, so one I shouldn't have taken this because it's after 10 o'clock. Two, that's really the only actual problem with this trade, other than like obviously fighting the trend. But I was looking for a reversal out of discount because we were in a super duper clear discount on the weekly and the overnight, and we tapped into this high time frame PD right here. I think this is a 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour gap, and then inside of it was that a daily or something. Yeah, I think that's a daily. So on the low time frames, we were getting a good reaction out of here. If I was being super aggressive, I could have just entered off this first inversion or just limited off of the gap down here. But I did not do that. I let it develop a little bit, and I think I was actually on the 3 or the 2. It was on the 2. So I get a retest. Actually, this is the first 2 minute inversion. I didn't want to go off of the 1 minute because I kind of missed this down here, and then this looked a little bit sus to me. But there was a clear singular 2 minute inversion here, so I put my limit order at the high of that, and it just low key got ran through. I didn't have a chance to get out early because usually if we if we close on like we close outside the inversion or the BPR that I entered off of, I'll just use that as the exit condition and just full close. But you can see we were respecting it. This candle tried to like push, so I had a little bit of hope, and then as soon as this candle closed, we just shit the bed. So that was my two trades from yesterday. That was how I lost the 750. But then today we made 1100. So go over that really quick. Um, Off the open, I was like tempted to buy the open because this was just a very clear, like, um, auction buy model, what I would call it. Like it just looks like a failed auction. Um, so we're trading way below our weekly value area low, way below our weekly point of control. We were trading, if I pull this back a little bit more, we were trading below our overnight value area. Where is it? Yeah, we were trading below our overnight value area, but as volume came in, that um, shifted to the bottom. But I was very tempted just to buy here. I had this I think this was a 5 minute, or this was like a 2 and 3 minute gap. I just put them together just to make it a little bit cleaner. But this 3 minute and I think it was like 2 2 minutes, like two small 2 minute gaps. So I just put it all together. I was looking at either, part of me just wanted to buy down here because we were getting like 1 minute inversions and stuff down here. I was thinking this would be just like a, I didn't see us going any lower. We're already putting in inversions here, so I was already looking to buy, but I waited for confirmation on this 3 minute gap. That was kind of my condition, seeing like if we're gonna respect this and go lower, which I thought was super duper low probability because we're in this 4 hour gap and it's also overlapped with this daily fair value gap. Um, so I was just waiting for confirmation out of those, like super textbook setup in my eyes. Sells off a little bit more. Then as soon as market opens, we push, and I don't market buy in immediately, which I almost regretted because we were pushing pretty aggressive here. But then the next candle comes in, tags me in. We only get like, what is this, a point and a half of drawdown. Yeah, only a point and a half of drawdown. And then I did low-key take profit early. My target was this London high up here, which we came in tagged perfectly. But the last few days, I've been getting greedy, just targeting max profit. Like I'll just put my take profit at 10 points, which isn't even like a big trade. But since I'm risking 3 contracts, that's max profit. So like the trade yesterday, you could see I had my take profit just at 10 points, not at like any logical level, and I got stop break even. So even though I did have a logical level this time, like obviously I should have just held for the 10 points to get max profit, but I kind of just had to like break that cycle of whatchamacallit, of just bad targets. So yeah, that was this trade. Pretty clear bias for me, like, or not even bias, just super clear draw on liquidity here. Like we just ran straight to these London highs, and then whatever happens after this, I really don't care because we got out over here. So yeah, that was today's trade. I can see the executions. Let me go to the 1 minute. There we go. Y'all see the executions. Entered off of. Oh, we can't see anymore, but we have a 1 minute gap here, and then on the two, where was it? Oh yeah, this inversion. So technically this is BPR, unless this isn't a 1 minute inversion. Yes, there's a 1 minute inversion up here inside this 1 minute gap. So yeah, that was today's trade. Super clear bias. Um, Pretty easy setup off the open. Up 1100. Tomorrow, even if we hit like a small trade tomorrow and small trade Monday, we should be past. So no stress. Uh, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you tomorrow.